right, fellas, good practice. I need that same intensity out here consistently. The coaching staff will be around if you need anything.
Paris, São Paulo, França, Brasil.
I told you.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the New Orleans Pelicans going up against the Washington Wizards. Well, for Washington, they went 2-0 against this team last season, looking to continue that string of victories tonight. And we'll get to see John Wall tonight, the former #1 overall pick out of Kentucky at 6'4", with a 6'9" wingspan, 39-inch vertical. Kenny's got all the physical tools.
He's a one-man fast break. You know, he gets that rebound. Not only do you see the defense sprint, you see the offensive wing sprint the lane because they say this guy is out.
All we need is somebody to lean on.
2K Sports checks in with our loyal viewers of the broadcast from Washington, the home of the Wizards, the Verizon Center. Well, it was the New Orleans Pelicans winning their last game against the New York Knicks. And just... For Luke Babbitt, Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Tyreek Evans. And it's Norris Cole in for Drew Holiday. So the Pelican 5 right now. Davis and Ashik in the middle. Norris Cole is out there with Gordon. And it's Freak in at the 3.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
Well, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Pelicans?
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
And the Wizards making a change here. Calathes is checked in. Right side Wall. 1:52 left to play in the first. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Cole dishes to Freak. Bangs home the trifecta. Freak's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
He couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
Wall passes to Lure. Davis with some nice D.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Cole's shot is good.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Clark, shots be falling. That's for sure. They're scoring with a tremendous amount of confidence.
You went straight playground old school there, partner.
That drops.
Great pass. John Wall is really good at finding the open man.
Pelicans leading by 13. And Cole kicks to Freak. Rebounded by Dudley.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
The Wizards working the ball around now. There's a screen by Gortat. The pass to Calathes. Shot clock at 5. To the inside. Stolen by Gordon. Here's Cole. Pass to Freak. Puts up a 3. Gortat comes up with the rebound. To the left wing. And here's Dudley for 3. Second shot opportunity. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
And John Wall, a multiple All-Star in this league. But make no mistake, his focus is squarely.
Main thing for me is going to this.
Wall's the kind of guy that has his eye on the prize all the time. Changes. Lure comes in for Oubre, and John Wall subbed in for Nick Calathes. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Omer Asher, he's checked in for Alexis Ajinça. Anthony Davis comes in for Ryan Anderson. Freaks checked in for Luke Babbitt. And Eric Gordon subbed in for Drew Holiday. So for New Orleans right now, the shot-blocking pair of Davis and Ashik inside. Evans and Gordon are the guard set, and it's Freak in at the 3 slot. And let's catch up with Doris over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Knicks was just a man on a mission. He ended with 20 points, and along with what he did on the offensive end, he also played some stellar defense as well. Safe to say he is out of his funk after a game like this. He'll try to keep up this pace now, guys.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, I thought was truly incredible.
Unreal. I mean, he was literally on another planet in that game. He did it all on the floor.
What's interesting to me, guys, is to see how much energy he's able to play with here tonight. I mean, his legs still have to be a little heavy from that last game. Guys, he's got the length to get to the rim, and when he gets there, you never see a clumsy or awkward finish out of him. Everything is smooth and fluid.
Pelicans leading by 9. Nice D from Wall. Washington's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And Lure kicks to Beal. Here's Gortat. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Freak's got 4 rebounds in this game. .132 left to play here in the second quarter. That's good.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
And Dudley kicks to Gortat. Tries from 7. That's good. Gortat's got 8 points. New Orleans has gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And that one's good. Freak.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Wizards trail by 12. No one near Wall as he lets it go. The Pelicans pull it in. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. This their first look at this year's Washington squad.
And this is a matchup that can frustrate them as they came up empty in their 2 games against them last year.
Guys, you wouldn't expect this year's series to go that way, but after last year, you never know.
Gordon dishes to Freak. A good finish at the rack off the slick. Feed. 15 points in the game.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Checking in for the Pelicans, Drew Holiday.
There's 18 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Wall, and another miss by Washington.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Davis, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And great effort on the boards, and what a move.
Yeah.
That was, Ken. I mean, you just will not see him ever.
Guys, that was the perfect way to start this game.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
That slasher mentality was on display.
Group substitution here for New Orleans. Omer Ashi, he's checked in for Alexis Ajinça. Anderson comes in for Davis. Freak's checked in for Luke Babbitt. And Gordon subbed in for Drew Holiday. They've got Nene. Nick Calathis is out there with Wall. Then there's Oubre. And it's Covington in at the 4. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And Wall kicks to Covington. Anderson with the block.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
Wall passes to Calathis. Wall dishes to Covington. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got 4 assists now tonight.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
And that's been their focus, it seems, throughout the game. I like the discipline that they've showed in terms of creating those opportunities on the inside.
Here's Anderson. Another one falls for New Orleans.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Nene got a piece of it. Evans kicks to Anderson. Inside. And Freak gets it to go on the assist from Ryan Anderson. Anderson's got his 4th assist in this one. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for New Orleans.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
Something that's Also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Evans against Wall. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Well, if you're going to give them layups, there's no way you're going to get back in this game.
Lure is checked in for the Wizards. Dudley comes in for Oubre. And the Pelicans also making a change. Davis is checked in. Evans against Wall. That's good. Wall's got 7 points here in this quarter.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
And that one's good. Freak.
And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure has seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
Here's Lure. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. The dish now to Freak for the 3. The basket good off the assist from Evans. Evans has got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. So for the Wizards, their last game a loss to New York. Wall up top, covered by Evans. Out to the right wing, lets it go from deep, and that's good. Jared Dudley for 3. Dudley's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Back at you. Hey, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range, trading blood.
Ladies and gentlemen, rise and center.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Big group substitution here for New Orleans. Ryan Anderson, he's checked in for Cunningham. Freak comes in for Quincy Pondexter. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Mario Chalmers. And it's Holiday in for Cole. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Holiday at the 1 with Gordon at the 2. Alexis Ajinça is out there with Anderson. And it's Freak in at small forward. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
That shot was made possible by the work of Nene setting the screen.
And Holiday kicks to Freak. Rebound, Washington.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those plans.
Beal, the pass to Gortat. Shoots from 14. And the shot falls short this time.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
And Freak throws it down.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Pelicans.
They really had it going, Clark. Their offense propelled them.
Yeah, in this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Greg, will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. So I think the next game will be hotly contested.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Freak. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Wall with it. Nene with the screen on Holiday. Wall, that's good.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Move the ball. Stick it to
Outside Holiday. Pass to Freak. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Free throw good. Freak.
And when's the last time I hit the rim?
And both free throws good from Freak. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Wall. Feeds it to Gortat. And stolen by Freak. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to be on John Wall.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really, as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
And both free throws good from Freak. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, Tyreek, a very...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
You got to love the contribution from deep. He hit 4 threes. I think that his threat on the perimeter also contributed in terms of their ball movement, using the options and going inside.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
you.
Hey guys, on today's episode of NBA 2K TV, we take a look behind the scenes at the making of Living the Dream and get some insight from world-famous director Spike Lee. We also help you make the most out of your My Career experience and give you the rundown of all things new in My Park. Tune in now. Hey guys, on today's episode of NBA 2K TV, we take a look behind the scenes at the making of Living the Dream and get some insight from world-famous director Spike Lee. We also help you make the most out of your My Career experience and give you the rundown of all things new in My Park. Tune in now.
I told you.
Hey guys, on today's episode of NBA 2K TV, we take a look behind the scenes at the making of Living the Dream and get some insight from world-famous director Spike Lee. We also help you make the most out of your My Career experience and give you a rundown of all things new in My Park. Tune in now.
the 2K Sports pregame show.
With the Diesel and the Jet, this is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks going up against the New Orleans Pelicans. And for New Orleans, they can't have any complaints about the way they've started the new season. They're 4-1 coming into the sixth game and have looked very, very sharp. For the Hawks over the last few years, they've brought in some faces and tactics from San Antonio. Shaq, are they really the San Antonio Spurs East, as we've heard in recent years?
Well, Coach Budenholzer was a former San Antonio Spurs assistant. They run a similar motion offense with spacing in the ball movement. They're not the Spurs yet because they don't have any players that can create ISO plays and get players other shots.
What I like about that team, Ernie, is every player on that team, just put their ego aside. They're not worried about the numbers, and winning is all cost, and winning is first. And when you see that in a team, then that is the hallmark of the San Antonio Spurs organization. Egos aside, winning first.
Atlanta, 4 All-Stars, and a trip to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2015. Let us get down to Kevin Harlan as we get ready for the opening tip.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. Right now, the Pelicans are back in town for just one game and looking to play well for their home fans. Millsap is out with the injury. Tough loss there, guys.
And you're right, Kevin. As bad as it's turned out to be,
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. On the court for Atlanta, Teague and Korver are the guards. Horford is out there with Evans, and it's Cephalosha in at the 3. And Teague, here we go. Cephalosha misses.
most of the time that shot will go down, or the defenders have to make sure they tag it.
Horford high post, a second chance effort. And good as it rattles through the hoop. Horford's got his third basket of the night. Pelicans leading by 10. There's the three. Shot misses. The New Orleans Pelicans come into this one after the win against the Wizards in Washington.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
Yeah, roadkill is hard to get in this league. I mean, to be a great NBA team, you've got to be able to have that kind of performance on the road. Focused, purposeful, and productive. Really solid.
New Orleans making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. Atlanta also making some changes here. Splitter's checked in for Evans. Hardaway comes in for Cephalosha. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Kyle Korver.
And now we have a chance to check out Freak here. He had a strong showing last season. First in three-point field goal percentage, and he was number 3 in field goal percentage, one of the most efficient scorers in our league.
And you're right. Not only did he dial it up from deep all year, he did it with tremendous consistency.
Ryan Anderson, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Norris Cole comes in for Drew Holiday. Mike Muscala is checked in for Atlanta. Justin Holiday comes in for Jeff Teague. The Hawks trail by 12. Schroeder kicks to Muscala. To the wing right side. Over to the left wing. Holiday dishes to Hardaway. 5 on the clock. It's rebounded by New Orleans. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Atlanta.
And in a conference game here, just a 2-game season series.
Yeah, you know, you want to make every game count. Take care of business and give yourself a chance to sweep.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And, guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense, too.
Here's Splitter. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Great shot. Had to fade back, but he still managed to drain.
Pelicans leading by 12. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Earlier, I was able to catch up with Mike Budenholzer. He told me that he's looking forward to this matchup. Their first look at this team so far this season. He said they'll look to play up defensively. As usual, their length and shot blocking a great deterrent inside. Kevin?
Thanks, Doris. And as Doris provided the details, guys, the way they plan to attack defensively will be key early on, won't it?
Absolutely. And if that's the strategy, they've got to be full of energy, full intensity right off the bat.
And that's a real pillar to any successful defense when you talk about intensity. I mean, you can't go half-heartedly or halfway.
Outside Holiday. To the middle. Here's Schroeder. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Schroeder's got his first 2 points of the night. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Hasek. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling. Off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Hardaway against Gordon. There's the dish to Muscala. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. The pass to Schroeder. There's a screen. Takes a three. No good. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end.
Come on, New Orleans.
Well, not exactly a close game so far. Ryan Anderson. He's checked in for Alexis Ajinça. Freak comes in for Luke Babbitt. And Tyreek Evans is subbed in for Drew Holiday. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Splitter's checked in for Horford. Mike Muscala comes in for Reggie Evans. Justin Holiday's checked in for Cephalosha. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for T. Evans and Gordon are the guard set. The big men are Anderson and Davis. And it's Freak in at the 3 spot. That's the Pelicans 5. And let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that blocked the most shots in the NBA last year. In third, the Pelicans.
I don't think you can ever underestimate the effect that a few block shots can have on your opponent. I mean, it can get into your head as an offensive player. You're going in there thinking you've got a clear path, and then you see the ball going behind you in reverse. I mean, that could be major intimidation and affect your game.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Omer Ashe, he's checked in for Davis, and Cole subbed in for Tyreek Evans. Shooter passes to Hardaway. Feeds it to Muscala from the low block. That's good on the jump shot.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Pelicans leading by 20. They set the pick. Gordon kicks to Freak. Bangs home the trifecta. Freak's got 14 points for the game. The Hawks have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. And yes, sir, that one drops.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
Buffalo bully ball right there, partner.
Okay. Getting a little physical. I like that. I like that reference.
Holiday against Anderson. Holiday dishes to Schroeder. And it's off from 3-point range. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Freak with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. He was all alone on that one. Gordon's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. For Atlanta, they've gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Splitter with a screen on Gordon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Schroeder. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
That's good.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Inside, here's Splitter and the powerful one-handed slam.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Here's Cole. He's guarded by Schroeder. Now here's Freak. That's good. Freak's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. The Pelicans on top, running away with it. And don't go away. After the break, we'll... Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hand. Checked in for Alexis Ajinski. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Splitters checked in for Reggie Evans. And so in the game for the Hawks, Teague and Korver are the guards. Cephalosha is out there with Splitter. And it's Horford in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burdick. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Wizards really lit it up on the floor. He finished with 33 points and was in the zone as a shooter, lighting it up from both the foul line and the field. Numbers like that are rare to see by any player in a game he'll always remember.
All right, thanks so. Doris, what a great report, and what a jaw-dropping performance that was, guys.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I mean, he's given himself a hard act to follow here tonight.
You know what? But as good as he was, it's hard to think there won't be at least some sort of carryover effect, guys. I mean, he still has to be riding pretty high.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
Splitter sets a screen. Schroeder passes to Horford. And it's rebounded by Drew Holiday.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket. An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
T kicks to Splitter. And stolen by Freak. Oh, and here we go with Gordon. Nobody back. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Cole's checked in for Drew Holiday. And a change for the Hawks. Holiday's checked in. Schroeder passes to Splitter. Hardaway against Gordon. It's stolen by Davis. Now here's Freak. He's tightly guarded. Rebounded by Hardaway.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Schroeder kicks to Holiday. Sinks the three-pointer.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
There's a good screen. Stolen by Holiday. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter. It's stolen. And now the Pelicans on the break. Cole's shot is good.
This is not a tough case to crack. I mean, if they want to put an end to this run, they'll need to start getting back on defense.
Yeah, you can't fall asleep in transition. Everybody needs to hightail it back to stop these fast break chances.
Horford. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Omer Asher, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Muscala, he's checked in for the Hawks. New Orleans gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Screen by Asher. Here's Freak. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two. This is his third trip to the free throw line. First one falls for him. Reggie Evans, he's checked in for Al Horford.
You guys know who you got? All right.
Freak! 2 shots.
And both free throws good from Freak. And for Atlanta, they come in off a good outing against the Rockets in Houston.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but which is here. Anderson, he's checked in for Cunningham. And Freak subbed in for Quincy Pondexter. Atlanta also making some changes here. Al Horford, he's checked in for Mike Muscala. Hardaway comes in for Teague. And it's Korver in for Justin Holiday. Freak, he's in at 3. Chalmers is out there with Norris Cole. Then it's Omer Asher. And it's Anderson in at the power forward. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. And the wide open shot from Chalmers hits the three-point pond. Chalmers has got 7 points for the quarter.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
Horford sets a screen for T. He dishes it to Horford. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
And really, that's what you want every time down the floor. A simple, high-percentage shot.
And Cole kicks to Freak. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Yeah, and Greg, you know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team. They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And they're giving themselves extra possessions and have taken advantage of it, and that's critical. You can shoot a few lesser percentage if you're getting more opportunities at the rim. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Pelicans.
But, Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out Clark, this kind of punishment.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Greg, will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Anthony Davis. You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
Korver kicks to Holiday. Outside T. Clock at 6. That's a 2 from Korver. Can't get it to go. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Good.
And that's just a little more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate a W.
Well, let the party start. The celebration begins, and they're going to let their guys hear it.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, that's a bad move there. Stops the clock and puts the other side on the line.
Yeah, inexcusable. I mean, he's got to know not to take any chances there. That's just a terrible foul.
Here's Cole. Puts up a three, and Freak gets it to go on the assist from Cole.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out with style. What a time to have this kind of serve.
So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Yeah, they were the superior team in every department, in every category to me, Kevin. I know their fans loved it and appreciated it.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Tyreek, what was the focus?
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Anthony Davis. He had a tremendous first half, and that clearly inspired the whole team after halftime. Gave him a big lift.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. You get jealous, and he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.
NBA 2K TV, we take a look behind the scenes at the making of Living the Dream and get some insight from world-famous director Spike Lee. We also help you make the most out of your My Career experience and give you the rundown of all things new in My Park. Tune in now.